2022, the V-Day for teenagers is here. That's the vaccine day. And we're going to be getting you details now of exactly how the vaccination process will pan out, how states are gearing up. Remember, there have been already a number of registrations on the CoWIN platform. Registration process opened up 2 days ago on January 1st. Teenagers are all set to be given the indigenously developed Bharat Biotech's Covaxin shots. There are no options. Only Covaxin is available right now for these teenagers. Approximately 10 crore teens between the age of 15 and 18 are eligible for vaccination starting today. Over 6 lakh registrations were recorded on the CoWIN platform till Sunday evening. This is, of course, in the category of 15 to 18 alone. 159 centres have been designated as children's vaccination centres in the national capital. In Haryana, over 15 lakh children are eligible to get the vaccine, according to the State Health Ministry. Special vaccination centres have been set up in the state of Kerala. First preference will be given to those who register on the CoWIN portal. Those students who are unable to register online will be aided by the Education Department. Assam will start the vaccination drive for the 15 to 18 years age group in 500 schools. Tamil Nadu has identified over 33 lakh children to be administered the COVID vaccine, and the drive will begin at their respective educational institutions. States have been told strictly to avoid mixing of vaccines and to ensure that there are enough vaccination slots for children as well. So in a few hours from now, you're going to be seeing the vaccination for teenagers are also kicking off across states. What exactly is the situation on the ground? We're joined by a number of reporters as well from different cities across the country. Aishwarya Paliwal is joining us live from Delhi. We also, of course, have other reporters from different cities joining us, and we'll keep going across to them. Suryagni Roy is joining us live from Kolkata. We have Saurabh Bhaktania joining us live from Mumbai. Also have Pramod Madhav joining us with all the latest updates from the city of Chennai. And finally, Nolan Pinto joining us from Bengaluru. Good morning to all of you. I want to begin with you, Aishwarya, on the situation in the national capital. Cases are going up, which is why the timing of this phase of vaccines is so very important. But take us through the kind of preps, in the next phase of the vaccine drive. Has everything been done to ensure that there's no confusion on ground?
Well, definitely, we are seeing that the government is leaving no stone unturned. Now, we saw what happened when the Delta wave swept across the country. But as far as Omicron is concerned, the government wants to be miles ahead. That's why we are seeing very clear instructions being given. From 15 to 18 years, the vaccination will begin, and they have been told very categorically that the vaccination centers need to be separate. Also, the government is now making sure that the states have all the powers they need, which is why the center has been writing. In fact, we are seeing so many letters back and forth from states where the states are asking the center what they
get the vaccine. And not just that, in just a week's time, Akshita, we will see how all those people, 60 plus, will also start getting the booster shots. So the government now making sure there are enough vaccines at the moment, and also making sure that the young kids get the booster shots as soon as possible. And a gap of 28 days has been given between the first and the second dose. So Akshita, all the preparations being made, and we are also seeing that the Delhi government specifically is also now looking at making sure the numbers rise. We could see few more curves coming up. Akshita.
All right, let me get an update also from the city of Mumbai. Saurabh Bhaktania is joining us this morning with the latest updates. Saurabh, one of the biggest weapons we have to fight the COVID crisis, and as cases go up, is vaccination, which is why this step of vaccinating teenagers is so important. Already, we've seen a number of teenagers between the age group of 15 to 18, of course, registering for the vaccine on the CoWIN platform. Registrations had opened up 2 days ago. How many are due to get vaccinated today as per the registrations on the platform?
Good morning, Akshita. And Mumbai right now is witnessing the highest number of COVID-19 cases, and the situation is very, very serious, especially in Mumbai. And let me tell you, therefore, taking no chances, the officials are right now time and again appealing to all of them that whenever you're going for a vaccination drive, vaccination camp center, you do not crowd that particular area, maintain social distancing norm, wear a mask, because the government has allowed that with children, parents will be allowed to the vaccination center. Now, for Mumbai, let me tell you, there are total over 9 lakh children, teenagers who have been identified, which falls under the age group between 15 to 18. For BMC, which is the free vaccination drive, there are total 9 centers. There are total 9 jumbo COVID facilities which are turned into vaccination centers where this vaccination camp will start. Let me tell you, the vaccination drive will start from 11, which will be around few hours from now. Many online registration has not been done, but the BMC has kept a facility that walking registration will be allowed. Each center, Akshita, there will be 500 vaccines which are available. The BMC officials are telling if there is good response, if there are more teenagers coming forward to take vaccines, definitely the availability will be increased. As far as private hospitals are concerned, we spoke to few. They clearly said that Covaxin is not very much available. So as and when they get stock of Covaxin, they will be definitely starting the drive. Per vaccine for Covaxin in private hospital, it will be charging 1200 rupees per dose. Now, what the BMC officials are also telling us, that they want to start this particular vaccination drive in colleges and schools. So, based on the availability and how things will be arranged, how the drive will take place per class, per school, per colleges, accordingly, that thing will also be happening.
Okay, that was very informative. I want to bring in Nolan Pinto also, who's joining us live from Bengaluru. Nolan, there's been a lot of apprehension about this phase of the vaccine drive, particularly because for teenagers between the age groups of 15 to 18, there's only one vaccine available, and that's Covaxin. In the state of Karnataka, is there enough stock to ensure that all teenagers will get access to the jab?
Well, good morning, Akshita. In fact, the state already has the experience now, both the health officials, the civic officials and everyone, of actually getting people above the age of 18 to come and get themselves vaccinated. Yes, there are apprehensions amongst the people, but many of them have taken Covaxin and everyone is all right. The state has a target of 31.75 lakh students. In fact, we are told that on day one, that is today, it starts at 9:30. When the Chief Minister will inaugurate this entire drive, 6 lakh odd students from in 4,000 plus sessions. This is their target for day one. The state also has an existing stockpile of around 16 lakh Covaxin doses. Yes, apprehensions are there, but the state has been actually, through the health department officials, through the media, through civic officials, talking to people, informing them, using all mediums to tell people that they are adolescents in the age group of 15 to 18 should take the vaccine and it will keep them safe.
Let me bring in Pramod Madhav also. He's joining us live from Chennai. Pramod, good morning. Many states, like the Tamil Nadu government, have taken the step of essentially tying up with schools and colleges to ensure that all wards are vaccinated.
Surely, Akshita, good morning. And here you could see what's at school, the preparation here. This is a school at Chennai, and what currently is happening is that students are standing at this point, and here the Chief Minister is expected around 10 a.m. where he's going to initiate the program as well. In the state of Tamil Nadu, 15 to 18 category students, close to 33.4 lakh have been identified. One problem Chennai, Tamil Nadu has been facing constantly is vaccine hesitation, but the state is very clearly mentioning that that has become lesser and lesser with day, and here you could see students are also enthusiastic. Here you could see the bigger problem also, the number of students, and it's extremely hard for them to maintain social distancing, wear masks at all time, and that's the reason vaccination is very important. And considering that for nearly 2 years there have been not regular classes, it has been made compulsory that students have to get vaccinated to make sure that they will not fall in the way of any harm, and that's the reason it's being promoted by the Chief Minister as well, who is expected here at any time. For Chennai, nearly 3.4 lakh students have been identified. Next is Coimbatore and next is Madurai. Close to 33.4 lakh students are identified to get the vaccination, and the State Health Secretary also mentioned that the vaccination lot that's being allotted to Tamil Nadu is quite significant, and there won't be if it continues, there won't be any problem in acquiring the vaccines. And here in Chennai, students are also getting excited and prepared to get vaccinated.
Okay, and many steps that the administration has been actively taking, as you pointed out, Pramod, to deal with the issue of vaccine hesitancy in Tamil Nadu. Finally, Suryagni Roy, who's joining us live from Kolkata with the latest. Suryagni, good morning. The kind of surge that we've been seeing of COVID cases, of Omicron cases in Kolkata and across Bengal has been very, very worrying. So this step of vaccination of teens is very crucial. You know, Mamata Banerjee has time and again spoken about a shortage of vaccine doses. Is that something that's addressed now in Kolkata and West Bengal to ensure that teenagers have easy access to the jab?
Well, Akshata, a very good morning to you and all those teenagers who are going to be jabbed today. And, when it comes to Kolkata, the last 24 hours, we have reported 3,500 plus cases for Kolkata alone. So that is a concern for all of us over here. Secondly, when it comes to the jabbing of teenagers between 15 and 18, 16 public schools, rather educational institutions in the city of Kolkata have been identified where, the vaccination process will start from today morning from around 9 a.m. Right now, we are at one of them. Sadly, I do not see anyone over here so far, but all we can expect is that, it's going to be a smooth day for the ones who will be over here and, who will take the jab. Now, coming back to your question, there has always been politics over vaccination, especially between Mamata Banerjee and the BJP government in the centre. But thankfully, what we do understand is that there are no such shortages of vaccination, at least for this particular age bracket between 15 and 18. And that is something that we hope that this trend will continue, and a lot of people who are, registering themselves under this particular section will get vaccinated, because at the moment, the way the COVID cases are rising, especially in the city of Kolkata, vaccination seems to be the only savior for a lot of us. Back to you, Akshata.
Absolutely. It's the most important step and the biggest shield we have against the Omicron variant as well. Thank you, Suryagni, Pramod, Nolan, Saurabh and Aishwarya for getting us all those updates. As you can see here on India Today, we've got you covered on all the latest updates as far as this latest phase of the vaccine drive is concerned. And through the day, we'll continue getting you such ground reports from different cities.